Hey guys, Sak here from SAKITECH, and in today's video we are going to be talking about the brand new Samsung Wallet application, which is now available for download. So as you can see, I have it right here. I can swipe this down and get that nice cool looking interface that lists all my cards one by one, and I can tap on the one that I want to use and then scan with my fingerprint to make that payment to the terminal. Okay, but we have a brand new look and a brand new name. As you know, Samsung Wallet is a combination of Samsung Pay and Samsung Pass. Those applications are going to be phased out. And of course, I'll let you know real quick, Samsung Wallet is fully compatible with the dark mode. So if you have dark mode enabled, it's also going to turn that into a darker wallet overall, as you can see. Now, before I dive in and give you a full tour of all the new features, if you want to download Samsung Wallet application, all you want to do is you want to click the link down below. It is going to dump you to my website. You're going to scroll down just a little bit. Under download, you are going to click this link right here. That is going to take you straight to the Galaxy Store from where you can download Samsung Wallet. You can see right over here, if you tap on these images, it tells you Samsung Pay, Samsung Pass is now Samsung Wallet. So let's see exactly what is going on here. Okay, so what we have is we have three screens. We have the perks screen, then we have the quick access screen. This is where all your cards are going to live. And then we also have the menu screen where you also get a full breakdown of all the contents of your Samsung Wallet. And of course, Samsung Pass is going to be at the bottom. We're going to look at that in a second. So let's go to the top over here. You can see we have payment cards. So if I tap on this, you can see I have three cards. I got the Amazon Prime, PayPal, and Samsung Money by SoFi. I'm going to tap back over here. Memberships could be stuff like your Best Buy membership program. In my case, it is called the Reward Zone. You can add additional cards here by tapping this button. Tap on Add. Either import existing memberships from your old Samsung Pass, or you can actually enter the membership manually, or just go here and look for the featured memberships, and you can click on one of these guys and either scan the card or add the card manually by putting in your membership ID number. So that's how you populate this area. Same with the payment cards. If you have a bank that you use, let's say you use Wells Fargo, you tap over here, you tap on Add Payment Cards, and you can add the card manually by adding the card number and all that stuff, okay? Or a credit card, doesn't matter. But that's how you're going to populate these areas. We also have the gift cards. If you have any gift card, you can click on plus and just add that gift card, or even load that gift card if it is available right in the application. And I'm going to continue going down here, but again, I want to go to quick access really quickly. And again, you can swipe through different cards that you have. As you can see, if you have any membership cards that you want to use at the store, you simply tap on memberships. And that card is going to show up on the top here, and the cashier can scan that barcode to bring up your membership. And you can X out of that when you're done, right over here. But if you have a credit card or a debit card or a payment account you want to use, you can swipe between them, as you can see, or you can swipe down to see all of them listed and choose the one that you want to use. Once you choose it, you scan your fingerprint, and that particular card is going to make that payment, okay? Not that different from Samsung Pay, but this right here, this is a new look that we have, and I like it because everything just comes to the forefront, easily selectable. So let's go back over here to menu. I'm going to show you a couple more things. And also, like I said, you can add digital keys here. I can tap on this guy. And if I tap on plus, you can, if you have a Hyundai or a Genesis, you can add digital keys to start your car. I had BMW in here, but for some reason that is gone for now. Probably going to come back in a little bit. But then you have the health pass information. If you tap on plus, again, you can scan a QR code or get a pass from a provider, and that's going to populate your health information. If you're traveling airplane, you can put your board passes here. So that is fantastic. Now, one thing over here is when you add a boarding pass from here, you can also tap over here and see the expired boarding passes that you have used previously. Okay, slowly they're going to add more and more airports into this feature. And then we have digital assets here. Basically, you can add assets from your Samsung blockchain, Coinbase, or Gemini accounts. Again, they'll be adding more options and expand that list sooner or later. Let's go back over here. Now, this over here is a transit card. For some reason, my Amazon card is showing up here. There's probably a bug because the app just got released. So there might be a couple bugs here and there, but not a big deal. But you can tap over here. Now, Samsung Pass is just like the old Samsung Pass application. If I tap over here, it's going to ask me for my fingerprint. And by the way, Samsung Pass is going to be removed from the app's screen because it's now inside the wallet. So I'm going to tap over here, and this is all my login information for my various accounts across the web, for my apps and all that good stuff. And I can have websites here, and that's the manually added information, and also private information. For example, if you had any cards or addresses that you had saved, they're going to show up right here. Or if you have any notes. So you can actually hide notes here under private information under Samsung Pass in Samsung Wallet. And then let's see what we have. And here we have access to other components of Samsung Wallet. Samsung Money by SoFi. If you open an account, you can have cash in here. You have the cashback awards, so you can actually see how much cashback you get from certain retailers or websites. Okay, so 8% cashback on this website. If you go to Home Depot, 9.5% cashback, up to 9.5%, and stuff like that. And you have promotions, partners, how to use. Now, if you go to perks, that's similar. So if I go down, if you have any cashback that you have gotten, it's going to show up right here. Any pending stuff is going to show up right here. You have all the deals available. You can search them. But then you have the top deals again in the form of cashback, okay? You can scroll through and find what you need over here. There are so many options. Let's go back to menu. And on the top, you're also going to have the settings screen. This is not that different, but I'm going to show you something that's very important here. And that's that quick access setting. If you tap on this one, these are the screens you can access if you want your Samsung Wallet from, okay? So it's available everywhere. Let me show you what it looks like. If I go home, at the bottom, there's a small bar, and you just push that up if you're at a store, and then you pull it down, you select what you want to do, boom, boom, and you're paid and good to go. So that's what that was. Let's go back to settings, quick access. So it's enabled for everywhere. Even if the screen is off, you can use it. If I go back over here, we have some redundant options here. As you can see, the transit card, the Samsung Pay cash accounts, Samsung Pass verification, privacy controls, manage devices, your profile, and all that good stuff. So that's all the usual settings. Okay, so that's basically what Samsung Wallet is all about. I will let you know, if you don't want to update, what you can do is you can go to the Galaxy Store, and the reason I'm recommending not to update if you don't want it is because it's going to have a couple bugs in the beginning. You can wait for them to get washed away. In my case, it's been working perfectly fine. I made some payments at the store. It worked fine. But if you go to Galaxy Store and tap on menu, you can tap on settings, and you can make sure that auto update is turned off. And that's going to make sure it doesn't happen automatically. It's only going to happen if you want it to happen. You can wait a little bit and get it done that way. So that's the only thing I want to say about this. But overall, the basic functions are working perfectly fine. Love the new easy-to-use interface. And I love the fact that they have unified everything together under one app instead of having several apps for the whole thing. All right, so if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, drop them down below. Let me know. For now, guys, have a fantastic day.